Happy Friday. When last we spoke, we were on the eve of midterms. I encourage you to stay focused on the main thing, and that good results follow from simply doing the work. As I stand here now, I suspect some of you did that very thing. I also suspect some of you perhaps did not attain the outcome that you wanted, and are wondering, what do I do now? Some of you might even be saying, I studied hard and I did not do as well as I wanted. I get it. I've had similar experiences that raise similar questions involving particularly disappointing outcomes. On one of these very important matters, a mentor came to me and offered some very important advice, a quote that many have used to move forward. I rely on that advice to this day. He said, yesterday is gone and tomorrow is not certain. Today is all you have. How will you use your today? Simple but profound advice. And the best part is that it is within your total control. It is up to only one person, you. For those of you who are concerned about the results of your midterms or some other current shortfall, I'll offer you the same advice and ask the same question. How will you use your today to make your tomorrow? We live in an age of distraction. One of life's most significant distractions is obsession with past failings that clouds the mind's ability to achieve present success. A great paradox of life is that the vibrant future we want is grounded on the ability to leave the past behind and focus on the present. In basketball terms, we often miss the next shot because we are obsessing over the last shot bouncing off the rim. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to forget, but it is something you must do. Remaining preoccupied with a past shortcoming will inevitably beget another. My mentor told me a very important thing. He said, learn, refocus, and move on. That is, assess why I had failed, learn, take the understanding and apply it to the coming challenge, refocus, and live in the present, because the past is gone and the future is beyond my sight. Move on. Whether you are concerned about your midterm outcomes or some other frustration, I urge you to follow this simple advice. Learn, refocus, and move on. You might say, how do I do that? That's a great question. There's a well-known recurring event that occurs in Nevada's Black Rock Desert every year called Burning Man. Over 50,000 people attend this event annually for 8 days of meditation, socializing, art, and a variety of activities. There is a phone booth in the middle of this desert event that is labeled Talk to God. That's right, a phone to God. When you pick up the phone, someone responds to whatever pain or distress you bring to the conversation. Billed as a conversation with God, the objective is to offer emotional assistance to those in need. I read a story once that a person in her phone call to God asked, how can I live more in the moment? How can I live in today? Unflustered about yesterday and unworried about tomorrow. When we are frozen in the world of what could have been, we miss what can be, because the opportunity of now is lost in the noise of angst and fear generated by the past and the flickering ghost of a future unknown. This phone caller wanted to know, how do I silence the fear and anxiety? How do I remove the clutter of past failures and the ghosts of futures unknowable, to make a way for today's offering of success? The person on the other end, purporting to be God, said simply, just breathe. The person in the story I was reading had the same reaction that you are likely having now. How does breathing help? But she listened, as I ask you to listen now. The person purporting to be God said, whenever you feel anxious about your future or your past, just breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Focus on this simple and voluntary act that sustains our daily life. She began to see that she was more than her failings, as we are all more than our anxious thoughts. Every moment presents a new opportunity that can change our direction for the better, or can easily be missed and leave us stagnant if we do not take the time to just breathe, relax, and open our eyes to the fact that life unfolds in the now, in the present. If we blink, we can miss it. The longer you obsess over the grade you did not get, or whatever is causing your frustration, the more time you waste that could be spent on using the present to create the success in the next opportunity. We may not have a literal phone booth to God, but we all have been given our own unique gifts, our own unique means to make the vibrant life we seek, as you have defined it. But it requires having the internal conversation to achieve self-direction, self-correction, to apply these unique talents. If you think about failure or frustration as a small circle within which you presently stand, one step forward takes you out of that failed or frustrated circle of anxiety and frustration to the next chance for success. Don't miss that chance by focusing on the past. Don't allow frustration or self-recrimination, what you should have done and did not do, nail your feet to the circle of failure. Don't fantasize about a future you cannot see. Rather, just breathe and take one simple step to do what you can today, and the future will take shape as you do so. A future that will take form before your eyes as you simply do the work. Remember 3 simple things: learn, refocus, and move on. Hope to see you tomorrow as our football Tigers fight to victory. In closing, I offer congratulations to our newest Thurgood Marshall School of Law lawyers. Very well done on setting a new standard that our next class will surpass. Records are not made to admire, rather they are made to be broken. Go get it, TMSL 3Ls. Bye-bye.